This is a general public service message that I'm making across all of my YouTube channel videos. Over the years, I ended up making, I guess, about 5 or 6 different channels, and each was designed to be its own thing. Each was designed to kind of stand in a specific genre, I guess, like ASMR, cycling, photography, these talking head type videos, and just general things. And the most recent one was the one Break Bread Not Spirits, based on my little journey at taking over a local business, buying them out and learning to operate it. So I've decided to do something a little bit different again. I noticed something about all of my videos, just everything across the board. None of them were really about the subject matter or what I had my hands on, what I was actually doing, where I was actually at. All of that was background settings, or I guess secondary things that I was doing. I don't know how to say it. But the main focus, pun intended, was always on me. It was, well, not on me necessarily, but just the journey of what I was doing and the process of doing it. Just learning along the way, the journey, I guess. So the whole point in all the videos was usually a little life lesson, I guess. What I'm doing and where I'm at was just in the background. Important, but not so important as what I was trying to get at or trying to say. I know doing what I'm doing goes against everything the algorithm teaches. The gurus will likely scoff, but when I get down to it, my why for doing this, none of that really matters. And even though the algorithm is going to probably be a little bit confused because of the diversity of what I do, it probably won't know if I'm trying to be ASMR, photography, cycling, the running a business. I know it's going to struggle to keep up with all that, and people may not be interested in every side of it. But for me personally, I think this is going to be a little bit more, a more honest reflection on life. The funny thing is, I watched some of the old videos going back. Not to say I'm an expert or anything by any means of at all, but it's wild how far that I've came shooting video, shooting even B-roll stuff. I'm not great at that yet, but I'm getting there. But my point is going back and just seeing where I was when I first started all this versus a little bit more where I am now. It's crazy. And it may be a little bit dumb to backtrack like this and go back, because it's going to look like I'm back there again. But I'm doing it anyway. Because in the big picture, I'm not so sure it really even matters. The reason it doesn't matter is, even though I love seeing the likes, the subscribes, seeing a channel grow, like a few of mine really have, and the comments, I love reading them all, the good ones anyway. But all of that, the reason I started this doesn't really balance against all of that. And I have spread myself so thin that it's honestly hard to make content for all of these channels. And some of them I just may not ever come back to be honest with you. And there was a challenge that I made on one of my channels. It was the first channel, actually, a long time ago, where I was going to make 100 videos, and that was my goal. So make it or break it, 100 videos, and then I would decide if I was done or not. So in a way, I've taken a big chunk out of that, but in another way, I've spread it across so many different channels that it doesn't really look like it. So uploading all of these original videos again, going back and starting over, is going to make that a little more possible and make it make more sense for people. And the reason I did the challenge to begin with was to show my daughters I'm willing to do something that I have no interest in, that I hate. And it's not that I hate the editing process, I just don't like seeing myself on camera. I can't stand it. I can't stand hearing my voice. But I'm trying to teach them that I'm willing to do it, to push myself beyond my comfort zones, beyond what I think I'm capable of. And that's actually what this is all about. So that's what I hope this new channel is going to accomplish a little bit better. Make more sense anyway. Now, with all of that in mind, in order to keep from getting copyright strikes and loading double content and all of that, as videos start to become uploaded on the new channel, all the videos on the old channels will slowly go away, except for this one. I'll keep this one here on all the channels across the board because it doesn't really matter to me. I will probably upload this video on every of the channels that I have, and we'll just go from there. But the other videos, the Little Talks with Miles, the stained glass ASMR videos, the cycling videos, just even the random stuff, as I download it and get it re-uploaded and scheduled, then I'll start taking them down from my other channels. So they'll disappear here. So if you ever want to come back to them, then you probably should jump over to the new channel and subscribe there instead. But I mean this in the nicest way I can say it. I think one of the things that hurt me was begging people to subscribe, was getting involved in little promotions. It wasn't the pay to play kind of things or pay to get subscribers. It was more of just advertisements, things like that. And I did get a lot of subscribers, but in the end, I think it hurt me more than helped me, because you're getting subscribers who aren't really invested in what you're doing. So they may not always return. They may not always want to watch the whole video. They may not really care in the big picture. And a lesson I've learned with all the other channels is that does actually hurt you quite a bit. When YouTube sees it, it's like your subscribers don't even care what you're putting out. So this new channel, while I'm putting this video out now and inviting everybody to jump over to it, I'm also saying if you're really just not interested, then you don't have to. Don't feel obligated to. Don't jump over there just because. And it's fine. I'm not saying that it wouldn't make me sad to lose some of you, but at the same time, if there's no investment there, then it's fine. That sounds bad, doesn't it? I don't mean that to sound bad. I really don't. I think what I'm trying to say is I don't foresee me ever becoming a YouTube sensation. I just don't. I don't see me actually making millions off this. I don't see me having hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So knowing what I'm actually doing it for, I think this move, consolidating to one single channel, one single place, it actually makes the most sense for me. So this new channel in the description below will, like I said, be a consolidation of everything. It will be a kind of a restart or reboot, I guess, using old content, but eventually it will catch up and be where I'm at right now. Another reason I'm doing it, while we are running a business called Wheats, a pizzeria in Childress, Texas, in the description below, I if I'm being honest, I don't know how long this will last. I know being 53 now, life goes through reboots and changes and things just happen. And I'm not gonna lie, running a restaurant is very hard, much harder than we thought. And eventually that will be a playlist on this channel. And that's another thing I'm doing on the new channel is all of the old stuff will be in playlists. So in a way, the old channels will be the old channels just in one place. So if people are interested in one specific type of content or one of the older channels like Little Talks with Miles, for example, then they can just subscribe to that playlist and they don't have to worry about the rest of it. And, you know, I just think that'd be a good way to do it for me personally, because I'm tired. It's exhausting having multiple channels. It's exhausting doing multiple things. I want it to be consolidated in one place. I think for me, that's just a good idea. And while I do care about getting subscribers, while I do love to see comments, while I love to see likes, and it would be really cool to get monetized, that's not the ultimate plan. And if it just never happens, if I never become the YouTube sensation, that's fine. It really is, because I'm doing this for one thing at the end of the day. I hate it when people use terms like that, but it is. It actually is at the end of the day. I started YouTube for my daughters to pass on a legacy to them. So long after I'm gone, they can return to it and see their dad. They can hear their dad. They can hopefully get advice from their dad, and maybe even future generations. That's why I'm doing this, ultimately. And I hope someday that they actually jump over and start watching it. If they don't, they don't, but it is what it is. So what I'm trying to say, if you don't mind backtracking a little bit, if you've been with me from the beginning and you don't mind watching the old videos for a little while, then jump over there with me and catch up. Take a trip through history, I guess. I look a little bit different back then. Hopefully I don't look like that ever again. But if you do jump over there, I really appreciate you coming along with me. I always love to see old friends and old subscribers and old YouTube people that I collaborated with. It would be really cool. And I appreciate all of it. So if you jump over there with me, I'll see you around, or you'll see me around.